Alright, making this quick little video to show you how to remove the rough really quick. This is that Plasti Dip. I went with this for the simple reason that anybody who's dealt with cars whatsoever, you know, curb rash is definitely, you know, highly possible. Any situation, everybody does it. It's, you know, one of the downfalls, I guess, of driving. But if you have nice rims, which these are 22-inch chip fuses, nice rims. But I went with the plastic coat over the powder coat. And again, the reason why is if, you know, if this was powder coated or even regular painted and you did this, you curb rashed it, you pretty much gotta, you know, drop another good $150 depending on where you go, but to have it redone, and you're without your rim for quite a while, a couple days, man, maybe even a week, depending on how busy the shop is. So this Plasti Dip stuff, if you could see, I am able to peel it off. So for one, that makes sense to me. You can't peel paint, you can't peel powder coat. They do look nice, but again, you're kind of screwed if something happens like this. And if you have a driver or a daily driver or anything other than a trailer queen, then you're gonna get this. You're gonna do exactly what my wife did. I mean, yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but it happens. I think I did one little nick over here, but you know, I don't start the car and drive, or start my truck and drive with the radio on, just for so I get to hear the little engine sounds, or if you definitely starting a rash. But she took it all the way over to here. So, and I'm sure she didn't even notice it until this thing was screaming at her, hey, you're on the curb with me. But nevertheless, getting back to point, what I did is took my drill, or if you got air, my tank wouldn't last as long, but take one of these little 2-inch pads. I'll show you. On these little 2-inch pads here. Not too abrasive, nothing like this. This thing is for heavy metal cutting. But this here, lighter, it'll take burrs off. You know, it's a little bit, you know, more coarse than the Scotch-Brite, but with this, it's kind of really quick to knock down areas. I'll show you real quick. Now, this is a simple and easy way. You could actually have the tire removed if you wanted. Being like these are going to be painted right over, or Plasti dipped right over, I'm just going to knock down the burrs just to make the paint finish look a lot smoother. It's definitely a lot smoother than it was when I started, but yeah, just to knock it down a little bit. So when you know, the guy's on his way here now to recoat this rim, and oh, we'll be good to go. I mean, she'll be back to looking killer. So yeah, I'll give you a couple seconds of it. I'll show you. Just want to hit it from kind of like that angle there, just the very edge, because that's usually where your curb rash is going to be. If you know, bang the curb doing some miles per hour, you're kind of screwed. I mean, the curb is gonna dig deep into the body of the rim. But regular curb rash usually starts and ends right at the very edge. Like I said, you can see it's kind of decently smooth. Yeah, here, I'll just show you really quick, and then you'll get the idea. But just you want to hit it from an angle. Go slow. Stay right in your work area. You go slow. I mean, you can actually get this thing pretty, pretty much on the very lip of that. I want to make sure not to dig into your tire. These things are pretty abrasive. So if you cut into your tire around here, for one, I mean, you're going to ruin the tire. Number two, if you're laying on that, it's going to wipe your tire out right away. Or if you didn't wear it out right away, it's going to make a weak point on the tire. So you want to stay away from this edge here. Maybe for your first time trying to fix your curb rash, go ahead and have the tire removed so you can work on that edge there. But just work really slow, smooth it down. Rims like, these are aluminum, so I'm not worried about the finish that's on it. If anything, I'd have this clear coat stripped and then polish these out. But I like the black look, so I'm going with the Plasti Dip and that flat black look. But again, versus powder coating, Plasti Dip's the way to go. Like I said, it'd have been, I don't know, it's not going to cost me probably much over $30 to have this done in the plastic coat. But had it been powder coat, you're without a couple days of the rim, maybe 150, 200 bucks in for powder coat, and painting somewhere around the same, and you're without that rim for a couple days again. So Plasti Dip, yeah, may look cheap, but there's a purpose to it, and it holds up really good. Other than that curb rash, you could see before I started peeling it off, I mean, it's a nice finish, nice smooth finish. It's an awesome product. And again, over powder coat, and if you got a daily driver and you want to go with that black look or whatever color, this is the way to go, because you're gonna curb rash. There ain't no doubt about it. There ain't nobody gonna not be able to do that unless you never drive your vehicle. But my wife drives it, I drive it, so this kind of stuff happens. So again, you can knock down the burrs, touch this up, fix it pretty good. Either polish these out if you wanted to repolish the aluminum, or like I'm doing, I'm just gonna Plasti Dip it again. But yeah, had it been powder coat, this would have been a nightmare. All right, that's it for me. Thanks. Bye.